It's not that bad.
You think so?
It's almost like a cappuccino, black coffee kind of taste. And I can drink black coffee.
You don't taste beer or nothing?
I mean, you can taste it on your tongue. You get that. When you actually sit to try it.
I tried it, and I wasn't having it. So I said, "Oh no, they can sit here for someone else that wants it." Welcome back to the block, y'all.
Drink like espresso or.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's do it like this. You got like a small little cup.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're just gonna do some midday chats, talking about whatever. Here with my girl Ray.
How you doing?
It's been a minute. For those who have been following the Leon Block since its inception in December, we've done numerous episodes together, talking about a lot of controversial shit. So we'll see how we do today. I'm gonna move you over a little bit.
Yeah, sure, move over.
Mm-hmm. Move the chair. You can put it right here. Mm-hmm. That works. All right, we just get a little situated here.
Yeah, sorry about that. Here. All right. So what are we talking about today?
Well, I mean,
let's first start with this.
Yeah. So, all right. So I've had this Guinness
Nitro cold brew coffee.
Guinness Nitro cold brew coffee sitting in my fridge forever and a day because when I tried it, I thought it was nasty. So she says it's good, so she wants me to give it another try.
Like a cappuccino, kind of espresso kind of thing. Drink it down like you do like an espresso. Tell me if you guys heard of it and tried it, comment or say something,
It's the aftertaste.
You gotta drink it down like
it's the aftertaste that's just nope.
I guess everybody's taste buds is different,
Right. So we having a little midday toasty.
I guess. I guess we should just go ahead with your nasty
cheers.
IPA. Listen, who really drinks IPA?
At noon.
Actually, really, a lot of people do.
A lot of people do.
Yeah,
my babe put me onto the IPAs. I mean, I always liked IPAs before, but he really put me onto. Oh yeah, I didn't get to that part yet. I didn't get to that part yet. Well, it's. I mean, it's not. I'm talking.
I know. I got you.
But so yeah, so heartache, ghetto love, and heartbreak.
Oh gosh,
you remember 3LW? They had a song back. They had a song back in the day.
Listen.
It was called Ghetto Love and Heartbreak. Yes, they had a song called Ghetto Love and Heartbreak. So their first album, you saw how they was all teeny bopping, and then the second album they sexed it up.
They really did.
Yeah, well that second album was popping though. The second album was beginning.
Oh
my god!
I ain't gonna lie.
Because that was
a little teenager when they came out.
Well, they split up and they was the twosome at that point. So the album flopped because they kicked the girl out of the group in the middle of promoting the album.
What was it, Natari? I think her name was
Naturi, the one that ended up on Power. Yeah. Shout out to Naturi.
Yes.
Because she did her thing. Talk about a come up. Talk about the underdog and talk about karma. Karma, because the bitch who was the girl who was the bully.
Together.
Yeah. Well, Adrian's doing her thing because she's on the real.
Keely. Yeah.
Keely and Adrian.
Yeah.
Adrian's on the real. Yeah. She's a really wonderful person, a really devout Christian. But she's wonderful. I really have great respect for Adrian, and she's come a long way. And her and Naturi have made up. They're friends. They've apologized for the shit in the past. They've grown the fuck up.
That's great.
Right? So Keely, I'm sorry about spitting your face.
You always spit in my face. I'll be like, no, you spit in my face, Jontel. No, I'm just joking now.
Keely was the one who threw chicken in Naturi's face and who tried to get her to sex work for the Saint Lunatics, Nelly's clique. That was what led to the whole breakup and all that shit. Yes. They was in KFC and she threw chicken at her. But they used to bully her all the time for being darker. Right. But it was Keely and it was Adrian that backed her up so she could stay in her good graces. Keely, look where Keely's at now. What is she doing?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Listen.
You know what she is doing? There's some washed up reality show coming on TV where all the sidekicks of groups, they putting them all together to join this super group to record an album together. Keely's on that. And Farrah Franklin from Destiny's Child, the one that was in the group the shortest amount of time. There's a clip. I gotta find that clip where her and Keely are going at it, trying to figure out, like, trying to debate who had a better career. Like,
neither one of y'all.
Right. What the hell? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all both ain't even washed up because y'all never had nothing to begin with. Y'all ain't even get no soap to get washed up.
Right.
The fuck?
That's funny. Oh wow. Yeah, these artists, they be on some other shit. Like, I don't know.
I just think when you get into that landscape, if you don't have your firm grounding, it's gonna consume you. You're gonna let the devil just take over. Like, I don't know if you know who she is, but like Aubrey O'Day from Danny D. Kane, the white girl that remember making the band.
I'm not even like, I don't even really stay up into what's going on,
right?
So, like with these artists and stuff like
there's
that.
This girl from
that's the mind game, the tricks of it.
For real.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's this girl from.
I ain't worried about that. This is what the fuck's going on. Right. What's the newest trends? And I'm race out.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, same here. But when it comes to music, music's my heart, and I also find artists' careers and their personalities. It just enamors me.
I love music, but I love the tone, the beat. Like, most of the time, again, I mean, like when I do listen to that type of stuff, it's more so for my body to move or whatever. But like, I can just dance and I rap
vibes, you know feeling, like, emotion, energy. Yes. Like, but hold on, because I want to touch on something real quick, because this is the issue that I have when it comes to like getting in the industry and letting it consume you. Because when Danny D. Kane first started, they were on Making a Band. It was like an American Idol type show, but
I remember Making a Band.
Diddy did it, right? So there was a white girl.
Ness and all of them was like,
remember Day 26? Yeah. Danny D. Kane. All right, so Day 26 was the boy band. Danny D. Kane was the girl band, right? Well, the girl band, Danny D. Kane, had like 2 black girls, 1 Hispanic, and 2 white girls, right? Well, the one white girl, her name was Aubrey O'Day. And
I've heard that name.
Well, she just got, because she's been on so many reality shows since, she's got plastic surgery out the ass. But when she first started, like, she was good. Like, she's a great singer. She's a great singer, and her music is good. But she's very conceited. She's let stuff consume her. First of all, she's the one who had an affair with Donald Trump Jr. He cheated on his wife with her. So she's known as a bimbo. She was with one of the Jersey Shore guys for a long time. That was probably the most stable relationship that she had, because he was actually a good guy. The DJ one.
DJ, yeah.
Yeah, Paulie or whatever. They were together for a long time. And he probably left her because of all the fucking. He probably left her because of all the plastic surgery she got. She looks like a monster. She looks like a monster, and she's become a monster. It's not just the outside; it's the inside.
He's a whole trip.
Look, and that's something I don't get into. It's like TV. I'm not big on TV. So
I used to watch Jersey Shore. Like, I used to watch all of their seasons. Yeah, I used to fuck with it. But then I just thought, like, again, I got to a point where it's though, like, I just started realizing what the whole industry was built for.
Right.
Look at me, and what it symbolizes and what it do. You know what I mean? That I just really don't promote it, and you know what I mean. Like, I don't really listen to the music like that too much. You know what I mean? Like, if I do, like, I'm just more so for the band, or I listen to stuff like LMA or things like that, or I just throw on meditation music and just.
Yo, meditation music is always my first jam.
Listen, right? Like, I mean, I could sit there for hours on my meditation.
In general, anything that makes me feel good, anything that makes me express emotion. If something makes me cry and scream, singing my heart out.
Listen,
it's a release. It's still a release of emotion, so it's still good. You know what I mean? I realized
that once I started meditating again or whatever like that, I started singing again.
I started doing meditation affirmations during my meditation, so it gets me to like focus on something, and like it's easier for me to meditate, a little easier, because I've still been having trouble meditating.
I go to sleep with meditation music on, and like
I go to sleep with meditation music on too. Yeah, me too. Manifestation music. You can go right here on YouTube.
I will end up like, it'll say something like I love myself.
Yes. See, look, I just showed you. I wrote it down because I just wrote down some new affirmations.
And I'll be waking up in the middle of the night, and as it say something, I'll start saying it with it.
For real.
Back off
yes.
know what I mean?
That's how it should
And
be.
listen, that's what it depends on what I'm going through. I'm telling you, I'm about to manifest me some money in my pocket from that
That's right.
lottery.
That's right.
I go to sleep with a lottery one. They got this one meditation, how to win the lottery. Listen, look it up. Google that motherfucker.
I want an abundance of money,
yep,
but
bring me
like
this bread.
I don't do the
I need
lottery
this
to
for
like.
this business. Yes, bring it. Yes,
But see,
yes.
I am open, clear, and honest in my communication.
Uh-huh.
I speak my truth.
Yes, yes, yes.
I
yes.
put myself first and feel good doing it.
Yes.
I allow love to show me the way.
Listen, they be saying all of that type of
Yes.
stuff on these joints.
Yes.
And I'll be standing with, even when I wake up in the morning, it's still playing and I'm getting myself ready. I'll be standing with the.
I let go of my past wounds and hurts.
Yes. When you believe it, listen.
You achieve it.
Hello.
That's right. Your words have power, and what you say,
you better watch what you say.
You better watch what you say because you can create.
Your tongue can cut like a knife, even to yourself. Like I mean, because you can speak
one.
those own bad things into reality of your own.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you're saying, "Oh, I can't," so then you're not.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They will never. So
how about this one?
What?
Root chakra. 2 of them. I forgive any damage. Like that, so I sure will. I forgive any damage or harm I may have caused myself or others. I forgive any damage or harm I may have others may have caused me, which is just as significant.
Because
these are. Go ahead.
It's like, you know, forgiving them, but I feel like I mean, and not having to take on that anymore, like that pain anymore for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's just like you forgive them for the things that they did without them even having to say.
Yes.
I mean,
yes,
it's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
Because that day may never come. They may never
but
forgive you.
But you're still holding on to that energy.
Exactly. And it's not for you. If it was for them and they didn't receive it, they didn't accept it, that has nothing to do with you.
You got to still let it go, though.
You still got to let it go.
That's why I just stopped. Like, I started realizing, you know, people are going to be people. You know what I mean? Like, you can't force a person to do anything that they don't want to do.
No, you can't lead a horse to that water.
Can, like, if you're around people that are stuck in their own ways and don't feel like they have anything that they have to change about themselves, then you just know that you're going to be moving on from those people.
And you leave them where they lay.
If you are that person that is constantly trying to teach yourself different things,
right?
You know what I mean? Learn from your faults, like your own faults, and realize and actually say it to yourself. I fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I did do wrong right there. You know what? You know what I mean? Like, I do this type of stuff or whatever like that. Let me change this. Like, for you though, not for anyone else. You're doing that specifically for you. That's you personally, you know what I mean? Like, having growth within yourself, learning from yourself continuously. If you don't have that, then you're going to bypass the people that's just sitting in their ways.
So true.
So if that is the case, then you have to approach people on that level, like, you know what I mean? And then when it comes to people and dealing with relationships and stuff like that, not, you have to realize that not everyone's going to be on some level that you are on. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? If they are willing to learn, or like, or on top, or they're willing to, like, you know, compromise. Like, prime example, you know, I can say something like, you know, this irks me when, you know what I mean, you do this. Like, I'll just use my sister as an example. She knows I can't stand waiting for people. I will let her know the day before, you know what I mean? Or even call her early in the morning, give her enough time and be like, I'll be there by 3:00. Be ready. I will get there and she is still not ready. And I will sit there for an hour waiting.
But you know that.
And you know that I don't like, that's something that you can change. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just things like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but you have to be able to distinguish, can you deal with certain people, certain things within people, or can you not? You know what I mean? And like, you'll end up realizing, or you have to ask this question to yourself like this. When you're around a person, you know, are you more happy, like, you know, me feeling like, you know, joyous, energetic, being your real self, or are you miserable?
What I look at is,
are you down? Do they give you which, like? And I go off of that.
I have what's called Jontelisms, and one of them is people come into your life for one of these reasons or all, a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and it's up for you to decide which one of those 3 or all that person is. And sometimes they could be a reason. And when it's a reason, it might be one of those people that you just can't have around you all the time. You can only take them in doses, but they do serve a purpose in your life, and you serve a purpose in theirs. And a lot of times that might be family.
Right.
And it's not people that you necessarily need to cut out of your life. They're not toxic. but their energy is so much, or just makes yours a little jagged. If you have too much of them at a time, that you have to keep them at a distance or only take them in doses. And then there also are those friends that are in seasons. So where y'all low maintenance friends, you may hit each other up every 6 months, but you pick up right where you left off. There's no hard feelings. Y'all just have a busy life, and that's the way that y'all roll. Understand the differences in that, and those people from people that are just completely toxic and are sucking energy out of you, draining you of energy, and just don't give two fucks and want to walk all over you.
If I go into your house, like if I come in bubbly, because I'm a bubbly personality, like, you know what I mean? Like I love life, like, you know what I mean? I love to explore, you know, and be adventurous and things like that, you know? So if I come in bubbly and you're just down, don't really want to like do anything, everything just like, you know, just your whole energy is just and it just start getting draining.
That's a good lesson, because I saw this. I posted a meme about this the other day. You saw it actually. You do not match your frequency with someone else's. Do not dim your light or lower your frequency to match someone else's because theirs is low. They have to raise their frequency and energy to yours. You never dive down to a Debbie Downer's frequency. It's not doing anyone any good. No. But your higher frequency will set that tone and inspire people in return also. So that bubbly personality, keep that shit. Keep doing that shit. And don't apologize for that shit. The people who are offended or get rubbed the wrong way by your bubbly personality and your bright light, it's because something in them is not sitting right and it makes them uncomfortable. Let them be uncomfortable. Don't be uncomfortable.
You better say that. You bet. Right. I'm a snap with you.
2 snaps and a clap back.
So I just started like just treating people accordingly.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's basically what I just started doing.
Well, you do have to give people the energy you get in an instance, but at the same time, don't down your energy.
No, I'm still moving.
To keep it bubbly, but keep it short and sweet. If they keep it short and sweet, like that's what I mean.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, I mean, I can literally sit there and be around a person that I don't like at all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like you at all, but I will still be respectful.
But I'm gonna be real.
As long as you're still, like, you know what I mean? You're being respectful as well. You know what I mean? Like, I won't say anything to you. I won't even really look your direction. You know we don't speak. That's okay. Like, you know what I mean? We can be around.
Nah, it takes a lot for me to get funky back with somebody. You can disrespect me a few times, and I'm still gonna respect. Because I'm not trying to affect my karma. But then if I realize that it's causing a bottleneck, I'm gonna speak up. But one thing I am learning is to speak up more. Like, you see, I got look down here. I got to say no, because I have a hard time saying no. I have a hard time like sticking up for myself. So that is something I am learning to do, that I need to do. But what about you?
Listen, I'm like, I'm just pretty much just trying to kind of like dim it down a little bit, but still be able to learn. Like, see, my thing was I didn't really learn how to communicate as a child. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I've been learning, you know, I've been teaching myself throughout the last.
And you got blue on throat chakra.
Hey, well, how about that? You know what I mean? But like, I've been teaching myself how to, like, you know, deal with situations and stuff like that. And I came down to like, I don't argue with people anymore. I won't. I have no energy, especially with me having like my heart failing. You know what I mean? I ain't got no energy to be sitting here arguing with anyone. I'm gonna end up, if we disagree, we're gonna end up, you know, agreeing that we disagree, and we're just gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, if there can't be any kind of compromise, if there has to be, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I'm just, I don't have time to argue with people and anymore, whatever like that. I just really want everyone to be able to start learning how to communicate, open up and speak, like, we'll talk about what's going on, you know, especially when it's like an emotional kind of aspect. You know what I mean? Talk about what's going on instead of shutting down, like, type things. And
you can't shut down, because that's what causes that bottleneck.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, learn how to start talking about your issues, even being able to say anything to any person. You know what I mean? About respect, like them having to respect you in some kind of way. You know what I mean? So like, if someone, say for instance, if I was around, you know, someone where like they got disrespect, like I'm there. You know what I mean? I haven't said anything to you disrespectful. I haven't even looked your direction. You know what I mean? You started saying little smart things out your mouth. You know what I mean? I may turn around, look at you for a moment, maybe do like a little chuckle and turn around and walk away. You know what I mean? That's the first time. The second time, whatever like that, I'm going to end up probably saying something to you. Like, is there a reason why you even say anything to me at this
And
moment?
you know what?
Why are you even? You know what I mean? And
That's
then
the
again,
ancestors
then it's
hold
like,
got you. That's the ancestors holding you down and got in your back and speaking for you when you know what?
listen. You know what I
No,
mean?
not
Like,
today.
is that
Not
really?
today, Satan.
And then when they do it again, then I'm gonna make the asses feel stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how old are you? What is your okay? So what is your point of you want to fight? You know what I mean? Like is this what we're teaching people now? Is that what is your insecurities
I
right
think,
now? Where's your insecurities right now? What about what I'm doing right now?
I think when people constantly have that mentality, you know, like, because in our communities we're so quick to fight. Listen, that when it's another brother or sister, you know I'm not gonna.
I've been in many a fight. You know what I mean? Like,
but not for real. Hear me out.
But like,
when it's a brother,
I'm too damn grown. I'm 33 years old. I'm too damn grown to be out here in the streets, especially with me getting ready. We're trying to open up a nonprofit.
But it's not even just that.
It makes no sense at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even getting ready. What example am I setting? Honestly, like,
not even just that, but so many of us are so traumatized that we don't even know why we're acting out that way.
So that's where you have to start breaking down and starting to like figure it out.
Yeah, you know this person's hurt and they're not really coming at me. They're coming at themselves. Let me just walk away from this situation.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I asked you, like, what insecurity are you going through right now? Like, what is bothering? Make them start looking like.
But generationally, and our people are really hurting. So, like, especially if it's a person of color, I'm not gonna engage. I'm just gonna like shake my head and walk away 9 times out of 10 and be like, you just acting real ignorant and acting real stupid right now. Let me get away from you. But if it's one of them white nationalist, racist ass motherfuckers, Aunt Karen ass motherfuckers, I'm not gonna hold my tongue and I'm gonna say how I feel because you need to learn that lesson. That's the discernment right there.
Well,
oh, go out.
Feel that, yeah.
I'm saying, like,
remembering that I got an appointment I gotta go to at 3.
At 3, it's 1 o'clock, girl.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So yeah, it's been we didn't even really catch up. We sitting here talking about other stuff, but
I know, right?
Me and Rachel haven't seen each other since like
2 months?
June, I think, or something like that.
No, was it June?
I think it was June. No, yeah, it was June. We went to the club after for like Pride or whatever. We hung out together for Pride, and we've just been keeping in touch since. So I think that's why it felt like it's like shorter. But
damn.
Yeah, no, I went through that whole transformation thing. It just felt like I like stepped into a new being, a new era, a new self. And now I'm just really working through like self-evaluations and realizations and you have
to explore yourself, your mind, and understand.
Yes, like, and working on the small things. And speaking of, shouting out Lancaster Pharmacy, which is a farm directly outside the city off of Duke, and they are fucking awesome. Yes.
Please put the number in.
I don't have the number, but you can go on Facebook and contact let me find it for you. Excuse me 1 second. I got the beer burps right now. Elizabeth Weaver. They are the person you want to contact for Lancaster Pharmacy, and it is the most healing thing ever to be there. They grow herbs and flowers, and some of them get made into bouquets and made into gift care packages for like people that are living with breast cancer and ovarian cancer and survivors as well. Some care packages go to people that just are in need of brightening their day. People who love flowers as well. And then they also make dried bundles of flowers and herbs for tea. They do a lot of great stuff. They're very self-sustainable, very eco-friendly, and they do a lot of things for the community. They also want to get more into doing things for the Black and Brown community and spiritual work to help reconnect and ground us to the earth and us as people. So they're really good people and doing really good work around here. So if you are local to Lancaster, either shout out Eli Elizabeth Weaver or DM me for more information on Lancaster Pharmacy. But yeah, I was there yesterday, crushing up some lemon verbena, and it was literally like, it just kept me really perky and I just sat there and listened to some affirmations as I was doing it, and it just went by so fucking quick. Like, and it's just awesome. Like the whole environment there is really cool. It just smells great. Like, it's just a really great place to be.
I'm sorry, I'm still in the middle of just texting. I'll be
Oh,
done
girl,
with
you
this
are
like
fine.
just
Did you hear of
one more
Afros in
moment.
Nature?
No, what's that?
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put you on to Afros in Nature. Um, Afros in Nature is a organization, a group that is out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, that really seeks to get uh, people of African descent, but people of color as well, back into nature, getting back to their roots, getting back to being self-sustainable, knowing the land, knowing what different things are, knowing how to get around,
That's
knowing
very
how to
important.
be, how to live off the land.
Like that's actually very,
They
very
do like
important.
kayaking things, they do camping trips, but because they're based out of Allentown, I have yet to like, I don't have a car right now. I haven't been able to like really connect the way I want to. But they are open to like accepting people anytime. I want to see if they're open to having a chapter start down here so that we could do something. But yeah, shout out to Afros in Nature if you're watching. Really love y'all and would love to work more with y'all. Um, did you hear about the bands off our I think it's bands off our body event in Harrisburg?
No, I'm moving.
October 2nd, about the like abortion ban thing and like how they're doing all that. So like all the women are going to the Capitol. So I'll be going there to support that.
I seen that they had something going on in New York about that book ban. It's supposed to start at 5 o'clock
When?
today. I swear it's today.
Well, I wish I knew.
I swear.
I posted something today
Who
about
sent it to
a.
you?
It's probably me that shared it because I posted
Yeah,
something
I
about a
thought
book.
I did see it from you. That's what I was
I
gonna say.
posted something about a book ban event
I knew you
where
was
it's a book drive. So there's a woman who has a bunch of
a whole
books
bunch of them.
that yeah, there's a woman that has a bunch of books that are uh pro black, pro people of color,
Mm-hmm.
and she's giving away these books because in York, Pennsylvania, you can okay. Oh, well, damn, more for me. She Here it is. Panthers in the Park, a
Yeah.
banned book distribution event at 922 Greenbrier Road in York. It is
So if you're
today at
interested,
5 p.m.
please go.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna try to make it down there. Let's see.
Yeah, if I was able to, I would definitely go. Bet. All right, y'all. So it's been a quick catch up chat with Rachel. We
Yes.
actually didn't really catch up much on live, but we did talk about just self love, which is part of the catch up here. We both really have been on a path of
Enlightenment.
enlightenment,
Being more spiritual and
purity,
yeah.
realization, balance, growth,
Especially realization. The
presence.
listen. The realization is very, 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 very important because it's like you actually really start to look into the world to see actually what you take the blindfold off. Basically, that's what it is. You're taking the blindfold off that the government and everything else like that have you hypnotized and focused on.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Instead of actually seeing what life was actually really here for, you actually it's like you once you open up that third eye, I'm telling you,
Speak
it's
it.
no turning back because then you actually really see.
Mm-hmm.
You see. So yes, everybody, if you're not meditating, please start. You know what I mean? Please start. That's the beginning of it.
Speaking from a black woman to our fellow black people, it's important to meditate.
Very. Listen, I can't even explain the type of things. I keep saying synchronized numbers and everything left and right now, left and right.
Oh, I always do.
Yo, listen, I've been like screenshotting it. I think I rubbed off on like on my balls.
All right, y'all. Y'all be good. We're gonna continue chatting. Y'all have y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Yeah.